Welcome back to Lego by the Book. Today I'm going to be building set 21028, New York City, from the architecture line. This is another one that has been sitting on my shelf forever. And it is another place where, this time I've actually been here. I've been to New York City. My brother lived there for a couple of years when he was going to the American Music and Drama Academy. And I got to go visit him for New Year's. So, got to do a little bit of sightseeing. Both of us were penniless college students, so we couldn't do a whole lot of the really cool touristy stuff. But I got to go to the Empire State Building and see Central Park and a couple other things. Didn't actually go out to the Statue of Liberty. But it was still a lot of fun. Alright, let's see what we've got here. New York City, home to one of the most iconic skylines in the world. New York City sits at the point where the Hudson River meets the Atlantic Ocean. The One World Trade Center. That's one of the sets we have in here. The Statue of Liberty, of course. The Flatiron Building. I did get to see that one. The Chrysler Building, I saw it. We didn't go up in it, but I did get to see it, and we did go up in the Empire State Building. So that was pretty cool. All right, well, let's get to it. Give me the actual instructions, you wretched thing. This is just not going to stay open. How did the Paris one stay open? Alright. No! Spare Paris parts! Still in the bin. Alright, there's our bin. These are not numbered. Interesting. Paris was numbered. These vaguely look like they might be by building. Maybe. Question mark? I cannot begin to imagine why we need a piston engine. We'll find out. Alright. That looks like Chrysler Building parts. That looks like... That's all part of that. I am dubious. Dubious, I tell you. Dubious. Alright. Here we go. We start, presumably, by building the base, as per spec. Alright, I've built the base. Now it looks like we start building the waterfront, where the Statue of Liberty is. Any of you ever been to New York? From New York? Heard of New York? Seen New York from a distance? If so, what were you doing there? Did you live there? Did you grow up there? Were you born there? Did you run away from there? If you've always wanted to go, what particular sites would you really like to see if you could go to New York? There's our tiny Statue of Liberty. There's actually a spare. They give you two little green figures. Very, very cool. What are we building next? Looks like the Empire State Building. That's the next one in line. Here we go. there it is. The Empire State Building. Very cool. Like I said, I've been up there. It's neat. Alright. Now we build, I assume, the Chrysler Building. Which is gonna be a lot of tiny parts. Fiddly bits. A lot of fiddly bits. And there is our Chrysler Building. Apparently the entire cap is stainless steel. I would have assumed aluminum. Very cool. Now we build the little one, but iconic. And there it is. Our little triangle building. It's shaped that way because that's where the roads converge. Broadway and Fifth Avenue. Most of New York is built on a nice clean grid, but then they have a couple on weird angles that create weird intersections. So, oh, not quite done. Not quite done. A little bit more fanciness on the roof, apparently. I've been led astray. Led astray. There. Now, apparently, it's done. Alright, now for the big one. The Trade Center. And there it is, plus the usual plethora of spare parts. The extra Statue of Liberty was a surprise, though. Don't know what I will do with it, but yeah, there's my New York City skyline. It will look lovely near Paris on the far side, because they're across the pond, as it were. Very, very cool. I'd like to go back there someday. I don't know if there's anything in particular that I really want to see there. If there's anything that you guys think I absolutely should go see, do let me know what you think I absolutely should look into. And let me know if there are any of these architecture sets that you think I absolutely should get. I would, if there's a Seattle one, I would like to get it because I live near Seattle. I've been to Seattle. I've been to the top of the Space Needle a long time ago, but I have. And yeah. But this was a cool one because, again, it was someplace that I had been many years ago. All right. Thanks for whoever sent this to me. You know who you are. You know you're awesome. And thank you. And thank you guys for watching.